Hello, yes, it's me, Hollie with an instant match reaction to that loss against Burnley. And where do I begin? Because, to be honest with you, where did Tottenham even begin? I was quite impressed with the lineup. It was obviously the same as what it was against City, so I was in high hopes and high spirits that, yes, this would have been a different game completely to Man City's way of playing in the terms of they will play the high press and then we can nick the ball in behind the gaps. Burnley was going to be slightly different in the sense that they would probably play the low block and we'd have to move the ball quick from side to side and into pockets of space to allow us to get in behind. Sadly, we kind of really did none of that. Obviously, right from the off, Bentancur was looking incredible, but sadly, when it's a wet night in Burnley and it's cold and windy, the man decided to do the splits, not intentionally, but it happened, and it meant that he's hurt his hip, which meant then in the second half, he then had to be replaced with this guy. And I'm not kidding you, live on stream tonight, I was throwing darts at the man. He didn't have a bad game, but you wanted Bentancur in there because he was going to be the man that was going to thread the ball through. But when Bentancur was on, nothing really happened. I don't think we even had a shot on target in the first half. That's how depressing it was to watch. And then obviously Conte probably gave him a bit of a, shall we say, like Mike Bassett does, an England manager, a bit of a telling off, saying, look, all these fans are travelling all this way up and we're not doing anything with the ball. Second half starts, there seems to be a bit more oomph. The real chance we had was when the ball was fizzed into the box and Harry Kane gets a head on it and it hits the crossbar. I know that's not a shot on target, but hey, it was closer effort than we've seen all game. There was glimmers of hope. Kulusevski was on his game once again. I think his main, I've said this before, I think his main attribute is that he needs to use his strength more, but today he was using his strength a bit too much and giving away fouls, and that pretty much was the reckoning of our downfall. Not necessarily from Kulusevski, but all over the park. We were giving away silly fouls, and we know that Burnley are incredibly good at whipping a ball into the box, and we are not the best at defending them, shall we say. We give away a free kick out wide, and I think it was Sessegnon, the Kebab, the player. The ball then comes into the box, and there is a Ben Mee searching at the back, and Romero is marking him. Ben Mee manages to get up over Romero and gets his massive noggin on it and slots it into the back of the net. I don't think there's anything we could have done. It was a cracking delivery and a brilliant header. I think Romero could have done slightly more in terms of being up for it because I think Ben Mee wanted it more than Romero did in clearing it. So yeah, it was 1-0. We had 20 minutes left. We just weren't really, it wasn't clicking at all. Sonny and Kane, I thought they worked okay. There was an instance in the first half where Sonny drives. He could have slipped the ball through to Kane. First off, I thought he would have been offside, but he wasn't actually when you watch the replay. Sonny could have passed it to him, and you never know, we could have been in. The last real golden chance in the second half was when Kulusevski managed to get the ball after Sonny once again making a drive and run, tapping it across to Kulusevski. He first time goes to whip it in the far post, but it goes wide. So we need to sort out our shooting boots slightly. But there was really nothing we could have done in terms of in front of goal. It's just moving the ball quicker. I explained it. It's like watching paint dry, but you're stressing that the paint doesn't go on the carpet. It just seemed to me that Burnley wanted more, especially after obviously that win against Brighton at the weekend. It's just their transition play was so much better. Obviously, because we had to keep going at them to find that killer ball through. Whenever we managed to mess up, Burnley were straight on it, ready to turn that transition play from defence to attack. And we never really had that within us tonight. So now it obviously makes that top 4 challenge, if we're going to talk about it, a lot more difficult. And obviously we have Leeds at the weekend, which isn't as well going to be a hard game. So it's going to be a tough one to obviously try and manage to get 3 points at Leeds now after this defeat against Burnley. And it's Tottenham. You know, you need to get 3 points and we don't get it. But yes, if you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you thought of that game. I think I already know how it's going to go. This man is still really ticking me off. But hey, Leeds up next. And until next time, come on you Spurs.